it's me coming on for this month's You Don't Know What You Don't Know. Otherwise known as Aha Moments Live. And if this is the first time you're seeing me, welcome, welcome. I do these lives the first Sunday of every month at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So on Facebook. So if you're seeing this on YouTube and you want to take part in the live conversation, head on over to the Facebook page on Sunday, on the first Sunday of the month at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. The other Sundays of the month, I post the various aha moments that I have as I go about my day. And these aha moments have greatly impacted my life in some way, shape, or form. And the hope is that they shed some light for you as well. And I encourage you to please share them with others that might need the information. And feel free to comment and let me know how they affect your lives. So when you come on, please say hello. Let me know how you're doing. I know that a lot of us are, excited to see the end of 2020 coming up really, really quickly. It's mind-blowing to me, you guys, that it is already December. Can you wrap your head around it? In one sense, it feels like the longest year ever. And in another, it feels like it got here like in a blink of an eye. Oh, here comes Duncan. You go say hi? He's gonna say hi. I'm gonna just pause for a little bit to give people a chance to get on. I know that I'm on a little bit, maybe a minute or two early. I wanted to come on because I want to do kind of a I hope he is as entertaining to you as he is to me. Everything okay back there? Oh, you got some eye boogies, buddy. Yeah. Can you even see him, you guys? There he is. Say hi. No? Are you going to be camera shy? Just wanted to do kind of a recap, a wrap-up. I also wanted to talk a little bit about the end of the year. Now, many of us, many humans on this planet do New Year's resolutions. Do you do a New Year's resolution come the first of the year? If you do, say that's me or put a 1. If you're somebody that does New Year's resolutions. Years ago, I decided that I wasn't going to do detailed singular resolutions. I've told you guys in the past that I do what's called SOS, which is simplify, organize, and socialize. Those are the 3 aspects that I really try to become better at. Become better at simplifying my life so that it's not so complicated or so stressful or difficult. Organizing, and when I organize, it becomes a lot simpler and easier to do. And socialize, because even though I'm pretty much an extrovert, sometimes I have to kind of push myself to socialize, believe it or not. I don't feel like it. Like, sometimes I just get into like a funk and don't feel like doing it. So I love to socialize when I do it, when I finally get there. But sometimes you're just, tired, or you don't feel like these days I don't really feel like putting real clothes on or putting makeup on or anything like that. So that's what mine are typically. I also choose a word for the year. This year was impactful. And my goal was to not only hopefully impact other people's lives, but to also find things that were greatly impactful for my own, so that I could learn and grow and become a better human. And I will tell you that Corona kind of derailed some of that. I'm hopeful that I was helpful and impacting of your life or others in this group. But I had plans to do more in-person stuff, as many of you know, in becoming a public speaker. So that kind of got derailed, but I do feel that I did impact many people's lives. I did share with you in this group that I have now taken on, when I think of you, who, different individuals from time to time, that I'm going to pick up the phone or send a text or send an email and let you know that I'm thinking about you. Because are you like me? Do you like all of a sudden a song will play on the radio, or you'll see something and you'll be like, oh my God, that reminds me of Katie, or that reminds me of Linda, and then it's like a fleeting thought, and in an instant you thought about it, and then your dog needed to be taken out, or you needed to start dinner, or you needed to throw the laundry in, or you got caught up on TikTok or Facebook or something, and you end up letting that opportunity pass. Well, last month I started making an effort to let those know that I was thinking about them. And I will tell you, I was hoping that it would be impactful for them, but in actuality, it was a huge impact for me. Huge impact for me. Because some of these people that I think of, I haven't reached out to in a decade, and I just picked up the phone and called them. And luckily, their phone number was still the same. Or I found them on Messenger and I called them through that. And or I left them a voice message on Messenger. And the other day I did that. I couldn't figure out how to leave a message, a birthday message on someone's wall. So I was like, why am I going through all this effort? Why don't I just pick up the phone and call her? So it's a neighbor who I don't talk to or see very often. And I picked up the phone and I said, I would have just left this on your Facebook page, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. And she goes, you know what? This was far better than reading happy birthday on my Facebook page. And that just filled my heart, you guys. So if you are not doing that, and then you don't have to do it like I am. I actually said this to someone else, and she said, I'm really an introvert, and I've gotten into painting. So I'm hand painting cards, like little note cards, and I write them to people and send it to them. Whatever your thing is, let people know that you're thinking about them, especially nowadays when we're so confined and a lot of us feeling so alone. Reach out to them. Because like I said, not only does it fill them up, but it ultimately filled me up as well. If you're anything like me, I'll be like, I'll send it later, or I'll wait until, after work hours, or they're probably putting their kids to bed, or it's probably dinner time for them. And if it's dinner time for them, they won't pick up the phone and it'll go to voicemail and I'll be able to leave them a message. That's how I look at it, right? And for those of you who don't know the backstory as to why I'm doing this, I had this huge conversation with my mother, who does not believe in calling me, because when I was growing up, her mother called and ended up calling at the most inopportune times, and it was really bothersome to her, and she didn't want to bother her children. And I said, Mom, that was like 30 years, maybe 40 years ago. When we had the long cords and the dial phones. I said, today's day is just so different. If I'm in a meeting, or I'm on the phone, or I'm in the middle of going to the bathroom, I can choose to just call you right back when I get off. You're not going to interrupt me because I can see who's calling me, and I can shoot you a message saying I'll call you right back. I said, so it's not a bother. And just because that's your story, that's not mine. And then I realized here I am, I don't want to say chastising or schooling my mother and I said, because do you think about me? And she goes, all the time. And I said, how do I know that? I know that how? Because you don't call me, you don't text me, you don't email me, you don't write me, unless it is my birthday or a holiday. And that's the only time. So how do I know that you're thinking about me the other 363 days out of the year? Unless you reach out to me. And that's where I got the idea, to reach out to the people that I think about. So, which brings me to, some of you know this, some of you might not. So if you do, you can fast forward through this part. But I fell in love with this movie as a kid. And I just remember it. It was so impactful about a woman who gets her wish to see what her life would be like if she was never around, if she wasn't there. And to see how the little things that she did greatly impacted so many people's lives. It was mind-blowing, especially when I was really young. And you go through, I don't know if you do, but I went through periods of my life where like nobody would know or care whether I was on this planet. And then watching this movie, I realized that there's a lot of people that I may have impacted that I don't even know. I mean, it could have just been a smile or a, hey, how you doing at just the right time that I have no clue about. And the movie I saw as it happened one Christmas with Marlo Thomas, but it wasn't until recently that I realized that the movie is a remake of a very famous movie that most of you have seen. I still have not seen the whole original, but it's A Wonderful Life. And if you're someone like me that's never seen it, please take the opportunity to find it on Netflix or one of the stations and watch it. It is so impactful, my word for the year, impactful. And I hope that if you do take the time to do it, that it really impacts your life, because we all matter, you guys. We all touch somebody's lives in some way that we have no idea. And then we go on our merry way. It could be a total stranger. It doesn't necessarily be somebody that you really know. And you're here for a reason, and you leave a legacy and a ripple behind you and in front of you. And so I just want to let you know that your ripple is being felt by many. And that might be a message you need to hear. So this is all about getting back to creating New Year's resolutions. And the reason why I bring this up is because so many of us wait until the new year to do it. And then we say, oh, come, the first of the year, I am fill in the blank. I'm going to start an exercise program. I'm going to, like me, start reaching out to people more. I'm going to walk every day. Come the first of the year. Because it's really close, right? It's really close. We start new. It's a new year. Start a new thing. Well, I'm here to tell you something that you already know, that most New Year's resolutions get broken within the first couple of weeks at the very latest, if not the first couple of hours. And what I found out this year is that you have a better chance of succeeding at making these changes or implementing something different in your life by doing it now. Practice. Start implementing it. Start making it a habit now, so that when the new year comes, you're not having to do whatever that thing is that you're wanting to do. Just do it now. Why are you waiting? What happens if you're, God forbid, sick in some way? Hope not with corona, but sick in some way that you can't go out and walk and start your thing in the beginning of the year. And then you're like, well, screw it. I screwed that up. I'll wait till next year. And you got 300 and some days left until you're going to start the next year because something derailed you, whether that was an eating plan, an exercise plan, a money saving plan, whatever it is. I know it's not, the way our brains work to start in the middle of a week or in the middle of a month, but don't wait till Monday. Don't wait till next year. Don't wait till any time. Do it now. The Nike commercial, just do it. Just do it. Make a commitment and just do it so that you can practice it and let it become a habit. So when the holidays do present themselves and our next year starts, you're well on your way to making that life change. And therefore it will change your life. So that is my big message. But I also, for those of you who saw my post before where I said, please, if you do not have the time to come on when I'm live, which I thank those of you that are, if you would please come back and watch this, because in looking back over the last year, I have been doing some reflecting, and I create my own stories. We all create our own stories based on what we want to see and what our experience in the past has led us to. And I might not be analyzing or reflecting appropriately or correctly. And so I would like to ask you to help me in this process and in looking back over the last 2 years. Can you guys believe that we have been doing aha moments for 2 years? It'll be 2 years in January. I am blown away. Number one, I'm blown away that I've had that many aha moments, but I'm also blown away that you guys are still here each week with me, supporting me, cheering me on, and hopefully being positively impacted in some way, shape, or form. So in looking over the last 2 years, the only thing that we know is constant is change. And I know that I haven't really changed things up in this group much in the last 2 years. So I was thinking about changing some things. And I would love to have your feedback. Thank you guys so much for the hearts. Oh, I so appreciate you. I hope you can feel how much I appreciate all of you and your willingness to support me and give me your feedback. It's very important because I don't do this for me, you guys. I got my aha moments. I share them with you guys because I'm hoping that it will help you and those that you love, share these aha moments with others so that we can help together. We can create a really big ripple and help more people become less stressed, more aware, and lead happier, more fulfilled lives. That's really what I want. But anyway, I'm digressing. Look back over the last year or two and tell me, what do you like? What do you not care for so much? And what would you like either more of or different? And this is some of my ideas. Are you ready? I will continue to post aha moments as I get them. I'm hoping that they will continue to come to me. I have a series of aha moments that I am looking to make into a talk. For those of you who don't know, I am pursuing public speaking. And I know this has not been the best year to do that, but I am pursuing public speaking. I've got a coach. I now know what I'm going to be speaking about and how I'm tying all of these aha moments and life events together. And I'm going to be speaking about decisions reimagined, doing it differently. Find your voice, change your story, become your own hero. And that's what I'm going to be talking about. So, now I've forgotten why I told you all of that. That's what happens when I get a little squirrely. I know. So in looking over the year and how I've been doing things, I wanted to do things a little bit differently. But I don't want to bump it up and make it crazy if there's certain things that you absolutely love and don't want to change. I do want to continue going live every month. I think that that's really important because that's the only time I can really feel like I connect with you guys. It's one thing to post a video to try and help you. It's another thing to really interact and connect with you. So I do want to continue these. But if these are not working for you, you got to let me know. Because I'm not doing these for me. I'm doing these for you. If this is not the best time, then tell me a better time. If this is not the best day, then give me a better day. If you want to just keep it here and just like Amy, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. There's never really a good time or a good day. I just catch you when I can, and when I can't, I just watch the replay. That's totally fine too. I will say, for consistency's sake, a lot of times Sunday is the best for me because during the week I've got a lot of, virtual meetings and things like that. And I want to make sure that I have this as a priority. This is important to me to connect with you guys. So doing it on Sundays works for me. If there's another time that's better, let me know. And the other thought that I had was, I don't know. You know what? I don't know if you know. Do you know that you also have aha moments? And we all do. It's a matter of being aware of them and paying attention and being open to the opportunities to see them. And knowing that you have your own aha moments, I thought that maybe you would want to share those with everybody here. Now, I know some of you are like, not me. I'm not an extrovert. I'm not good on camera. I'm going to give you an out. I will tell you that this is the most loving, caring, non-judgmental, supportive group you'll find. And if you're looking to gain that confidence, then feel free to make a video of your aha moment and post it when you have them. I think that would be awesome. And the other thing is, if you don't feel comfortable and you don't want to push yourself outside your comfort zone, you don't want to grow in that way quite yet, I get it. I totally get it. Feel free to send me a message and tell me what your aha moment is. And your out is that I will say, this week I got a great aha moment from Linda or from Katie or from Cheryl or from Janine or from whomever sends me an aha moment, and this is what their aha moment was. And so at least if you're not comfortable sharing, you could, personally, you could allow me to share for you so that your aha moment impacts others. Because like I said, you're here for a reason, and your knowledge, experience is important and matters. So share it. Don't keep it all a secret. Share your aha moments. And like I said, if you don't feel comfortable doing it yourself, perhaps send them to me, and I will do them in your honor. So that was one thought that I had that might make it a little bit more interactive, a little bit more impactful, using my word for this year, impactful, and allowing us to connect in a totally different way. If you have other ideas, please share them. So I'm going to recap. If you would look over the last 2 years, you don't have to go back and look at all the videos, you guys. If you want to, that's great. But they are easier for those of you who don't know. I do put these aha moments up on YouTube, and they are all categorized now. I finally figured, it took me a while to figure out how to do that. But if you go to the YouTube channel, if you go to my YouTube channel, Amy Fuentes, you will see that they're categorized. They have aha moments. They have our aha moments live, which we now call You Don't Know What You Don't Know, right? So those are segmented out. And then I also have segmented out Date Day. I think that's it. There may be one other section that I'm not thinking about. But, you can go and review them in a snap there because they're all categorized. And think about how you might want this to be different moving into 2021. One message that you should get from all of this is you are not alone. You are definitely not alone. And we are more alike than we are different. And yes, I think that it would be a great way to help others. And it's not self-serving. It's serving others and helping others learn those things that you learned. But look back, see what else we can do. We don't need to make 500 changes. If you know anything about me, I'm all about baby steps. Baby steps. So we made a change from Aha Moments Live to You Don't Know What You Don't Know. I would like to implement something new, at least one new thing. And so look back over them, see if there's things that you can contribute, see if there's something more you'd like, see if there's, I don't know, do you want, we did a couple of times do like a live Zoom call. I will say that it's a little bit, chime in and let me know your thoughts. For me, I felt like it was really kind of challenging because everybody wanted to talk, and it's so hard to talk when you have like 20 people on a call. And so then I feel like some people are just being really too quiet. Although that might be what they're there for. They might be there just to see and hear other people and not there to talk. But I don't want to ever feel like people don't feel like they have an opportunity to talk because others are. And it also, requires us to make that commitment. And if you're willing to make that commitment, I'm all there for you and with you. But I also know that a lot of people like the fact that they don't have to make yet another commitment to this group, that they can do it when they're comfortable, when they're on the toilet, when they're, in the shower, when they're, just waking up or just going to sleep, and not having to get the benefit from it by having to be there live. If you have another idea, I'm open, I'm asking, I'm requesting. I think that if we put all of our heads together, we can just make this group even more amazing than it already is. And making better versions of ourselves, that we can make this group a better version of itself, and that we can contribute in ways that you want to be contributed. Oh, you know what just popped into my head? Okay, going with what pops into your head and saying it, I'm going to put it out there. I want to poop myself when I put it out there, but I'm going to put it out there. Would you be interested in doing an in-person get-together meetup at some point during 2021? I don't know why my being has wanted me to put that out there, but would you be willing to travel? Would you be wanting to do it in person? Would you want to reserve the right to make that decision after the first of the year based on what goes on with this crazy virus? Let me have some feedback. Let me have some feedback. I want to try and spur on your creativity and get you start to think about different things that we as a group can do, or I can facilitate to help you become the best version that you can be, that I can help make that impact, like I said at the beginning of this year. Let me know how I can do that for you. And that's about all I have to say. Just really wanting the feedback so that I can make this group the best group that it can be. And if you have people that need this information, please invite them to the group. This isn't a closed group. I think the more the merrier. I think that when we share what works and what makes us feel good with others, it makes them feel good and then makes us feel even better. And on that note, I guess I will just talk to you next year. Have a happy, healthy, prosperous, fulfilling holiday season. And until next time, make it a great one. See ya.